But you still sitting here upset. Oh my God.
I want them to say sorry. Hey, but look, I ain't like the way you cut me off like that.
Praise the Lord, everybody. It's your boy Tay.
And your favorite sis, Shy.
And today we are back with another video. So now today we're doing a video on forgiveness.
Yes.
A forgiveness video. We got another comment from the same person, Yolanda Brown. Thank you for commenting. You giving us ideas to do these videos.
Yes.
And honestly, we love doing these videos because we can give you guys advice. So let's get started. I'm going to let Shy go first, and then I'm going to go second.
So, forgiveness. What is forgiveness? Let's start off. What is forgiveness? Y'all comment down below right now. What is forgiveness to you? Forgiveness to me is, when I think of forgiveness, the word forgiveness, I think of forgive just as your Father forgives. So, what does that mean? And the Bible talks about him not having no record of our wrongdoings and him basically loving us despite it all. Like we can stab him in the back, or we could do wrong and turn around and do wrong again, but he still forgives us. So that's what I think of forgiveness. Yeah, your brother, your sister, your friend, your auntie, whatever, and they may have hurt you. They may have disappointed you, but you got to forgive just as the Father forgives. So that's what I think of when I think of the word forgiveness. It's let go, let God.
That's good. That's what you got?
Yeah, for the word forgiveness.
Okay, so for me, the word forgiveness is basically the same definition. My thing is, if God can forgive me for something I do wrong to him, I should be able to forgive whoever has done me wrong or whoever I had an altercation with. Mm-hmm. I should be able to forgive them as well, because God forgave me first. Like when God say, you love because I love first.
Yeah.
The Bible say that he loved us first, so that's why we love. So why can't I love this person that, did me wrong, or whoever I was arguing with, or whatever the case may be. But for me, forgiveness is basically the same thing. I'm going to forgive because God continues to forgive me daily. Like I'd mess up daily, and I can own up to that, and I can still accept his forgiveness. I won't stay in the condemnation of, I did wrong. No, he forgave me for what I've done. So, yeah.
So, y'all, being transparent, because what's the word? Humble, open, and transparent.
Be hot. We got that from Transformation Church.
Woo,
that's my online church.
Online pastor.
But it ain't nothing like what we're gonna be hot today.
We are
humble, open, and transparent. And
on this channel, this is just gonna be us. We just gonna let y'all know. So, being transparent, I have had a problem with the whole forgiveness thing, because I was once living in a state of feeling that people owed me something. And for me personally, that's where I believe that this whole not being able to forgive people came from, because I felt like they owed me something. So for example, let's say that I'm going through something with somebody, and because I feel like they owe them some type of they owe me some type of loyalty, or they owe me some type of respect or whatever, and they break that, now I'm in a state of unforgiveness because I feel like they owed me that, but they didn't give me that. Now, I'm in a place where now I'm holding a grudge against them. Now I'm mad at them because they didn't apologize, because they didn't do. And I made a post recently on my Instagram. Make sure y'all go and follow us on our Instagram. Our links are always in the description down below. Why are you laughing?
Good.
They're always in the description down below. But in that post, I said that, I would struggle with the fact that how can I forgive somebody that never apologized? Like, how is that even forgiveness? How can you forgive somebody that didn't even apologize to you? So I was struggling with that, going back and forth, okay, no, they need to apologize, then I can forgive them. No, they need to acknowledge what they did, then I can forgive them. But that was just keeping me in a state of, it was like a blockage. It was like a burden that was on me because I'm still holding on to this unforgiveness for these people that probably don't even know that I'm feeling this type of way, or probably don't even know that they should say sorry. And then I started to realize, like, this is holding me back from being who and what God called me to be. Is that thing that you are struggling with so important that it will, that you're okay with being held back from being who God called you to be? And then I started to realize, like, God had to check me because he like, listen, Cheyenne, it's not about you. It's not about your feelings. It's not even about them and how they made you feel or how they may feel. It's way bigger than all of that. It's way bigger than you. The stuff that, I have in you, the stuff that I have anointed and prepared you to do, it goes far beyond your emotions. It goes far beyond you. There's people that's connected to you that you're supposed to be helping, but you're not doing that because you holding on to this unforgiveness. So he just checked me like, you need to forgive so you can move forward because you missing out on souls. And we talked about this before, like off camera, but we always had these conversations. But basically, like, we talked and was real with each other, like how many souls we missed because we was holding on to unforgiveness or holding on to ways of the world and stuff like that, where we missed souls. So like God checked me, it was like, you missing it. You missing the mark. You focusing on your emotions. And you focusing on feeling like somebody owe you something, somebody owe you an apology, somebody owe you their friendship. It ain't about that. It's way bigger than that. So you need to focus on what I have anointed you for and just move forward. Because honestly, at the end of the day, the world that we live in, people still gonna do you wrong. Whether you doing right, whether you doing wrong, whether people still gonna talk about you, they still gonna hate on you, they still whatever. But every time you come into a conflict with somebody, you feel like when they do you wrong, they gotta owe you apology every time in order for you to keep moving forward. So think of it this way. We driving, we on a road trip. Every time we hit a stop sign, right? We just gonna stop and stay there for 2-3 years until we get over the fact that we got stopped by a stop sign. Yeah, that was good. Yeah! I was trying to see how, but yeah, so just think of it that way. You going through life, you get into, me and him get into it. We say stuff we don't mean. Or we arguing with each other. Am I going to stay in that place for the rest, another 2-3 years, and now I'm staying in this place of having a grudge against him? I stay in this place having my guard up. What? Like, that don't even make sense. Now, instead of for us progressing, whatever you want to call it, or however you want to pronounce it, instead of us going forward with the year, like, for example, we talked about this before. When we first got together, the stuff that we argued about then, we don't argue about that no more. Or we have grown from that. Like, we've learned from that. We don't argue the way we argued when we first got together. But we could, if we would have been stuck in that place, we could have still had them same intentions, those same insecurities, but we've grown since then. So we have learned each other, and we have. I'm talking too much. Go ahead. Go ahead, because I know he ain't talking. He got a whole notes over here. He finna
Be
preach
good.
to y'all.
No, listen. So, but that's what you said is good. But for me, I don't deal with having to forgive, or I don't have a hard time forgiving people because before I did, but a long time ago, I picked up this mentality of I'm gonna see that person as a creation of God as well. And that's really where I'm at. So if somebody do me wrong, in the moment, yes, I'm going to be upset in that moment. But let's say an hour or 2 hours after, I'm going to be like, bro, there's no point in putting my energy or my mind or my time into still thinking about somebody that don't even care about me. So you thinking about them, and, you hindering yourself from moving forward, and they're not even thinking about you. They like, bro, I did that to him. I hurt his feelings. Oh, well, that's it. But you still sitting here upset. Oh, my God.
I want them to say sorry.
They need to say sorry to me. They did me so wrong. They ain't even thinking about you. They think you got over it at the end of the day.
Right.
And you still sitting here thinking about it. But that's point one. Get over it. Point one. Next is this is yesterday. Thursday. Yesterday. So yesterday. I was just talking to a guy at work, and it was I was reading what is it called? A plan, a daily plan. And this was, right on. It said, so this is what it said. forgiving each other just as Christ forgave you. We can forgive because we have been forgiven.
Mm-hmm.
Choose to forgive daily. What does that mean? So when something happens to you, because something gonna happen to you daily anyway. Whether it's with your kids, whether it's with your parents, your brother, your sister, your husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, something's gonna happen and you're gonna have to forgive. And even forgive yourself.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna mess up sometimes and you're gonna be like, you're not gonna forgive yourself. You gotta accept the forgiveness that God has presented before you. But moving on. Do not give the devil an opportunity to separate you from God and others.
Woo.
What does that mean? When you're not forgiving, like she said, you're creating a wall. Every small brick creates a wall. So if you're not forgiving from this point, your boyfriend messed you up and you're not forgiving him. Then your dad did something to you, not forgiving him. That's just
brick.
small bricks. And it's building a wall between you and God. Because if God forgave you, why can't you forgive?
Mm-hmm.
That's next. That's another thing. Then it says, when we do not deal with our anger before the sun goes down, that's in the Bible. And when we carry it on the following day, the Bible says that we are giving the devil a foothold on an opportunity to make things worse. So what is that saying? Before the sun even goes down today, and you have an issue with somebody, make it right with that person. The Bible says go to that person. Mm-hmm. And if you go to that person, then make it right, then you're not giving the devil the opportunity to make it worse in your life. So you're already upset. If you let this anger go on to the following day, the devil can make some other things, well, something that seems so small, he'll just blow it up. But next, moving on.
I'm a witness.
Okay. He said, okay, find it in yourself to forgive those who did you wrong or those who you had a fallout with, because we do wrong 95% of the time. What you doing?
I'm mocking your hand gestures.
You shouldn't do mockery either. Mockery is no.
Shut up.
All right. We do wrong 95% of the time, and God can forgive us. So why can't we forgive those we had a fallout with, right? And that's basically what I got that day. So when you can't forgive somebody, I call it pride. Because if you can't get in your head and say, I can forgive this person because God forgave me today. I've sinned today and God forgave me. So why can't we forgive those people that, we had a fallout with or they did us wrong or whatever? It's called pride. You put pride in this. The Bible says pride comes before destruction. So what I'm saying, I'm still learning on pride because I deal with pride myself a lot.
Transparent.
Right, exactly. So that's my thing. That's why it's so easy for me to forgive, because I look at people as a creation of God. Mm-hmm. I look at people just as I'm a creation of God. That person that I had a fallout with is a creation of God as well. So let's say I argue with her. Okay, yeah. In the moment, yes, I am mad. I am upset. She did me wrong, or we had a fallout. We had a big argument. And yes, I'm mad right now. But an hour later, or 2 hours later, or whatever, before that sun go down, I'm fine. I'm not hating on her no more. I'm not mad no more. I have enough. I remove all the pride that I've been going throughout this whole day. And I say, okay, let's come in here. Let's talk it out. And let's see what the problem is. So that's how I deal with forgiving people. You know what I'm saying? And that's my thing. So
the 5 years that we've been together, like, our arguments or disagreements have never lasted longer than a day or two.
Some have.
How many days? 3.
Yeah.
Exactly. They have never lasted longer than 3 days.
In a week.
No, because we ain't never made each other that.
That's all I'm saying. Like a week. We never made it to a week.
And the first, it was probably only one that lasted like 3 days. But every other one, like we talking this out, we getting through this.
Due to the fact, like, we love each other, of course, but at the same time, we focusing on, like, okay, we need to get this right before we go into this next day, because we can't allow the sun to go down, and we're still mad. We're still mad at each other. And my big thing is, she probably don't agree with this. I'm like, bro, choose your battles, bro. We gonna sit here and argue over a cover all day, or we gonna build up this goal. We gonna get to this goal. We gotta get to the money, not the money, but we gotta get to this what we trying to get to, like our purpose. And we sitting here arguing over a cover, or we're sitting here arguing over some food, or something like that. Let's sit down, talk it out, get through it, move on. We shouldn't be talking about this for 30 to an hour. We should minutes. We shouldn't be talking about this for this long. Let's get through it and move on. That's it. So we can get back on track, basically. Because God created a path for all of us, and once we get into this argument, we not forgiving this person or whatever, now we're stepping off this path into a path of anger. And you know, when you get mad, you do some stuff that you don't realize you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I deal with forgiveness. That's how we deal with forgiveness as a couple. We just sit down, talk it out, and we make sure we get through it and understand each other, basically. So that's how we get through forgiveness. Are you done?
And also, understand that the talk and the steps towards forgiveness, it ain't going to be pretty. It's going to be ugly. It could be messy at times. But you got to understand that it's the process, you know? You got to go through the process in order to get to the end result. Like, for example, you being able to talk about that stuff that hurt you, or being able to talk to that person that did you wrong, and you expressing how that made you feel, it's going to get ugly, because you're going to tell them some stuff about themselves that they didn't see, and they may not agree with it. They may think you bashing them or something. So it ain't, you just got to be able to handle it the right way and be able to know the words to say. Don't use it in a way that's degrading them. But use it in a way like, listen, this is really how I feel. This hurt my heart. It made me feel like this, and this. Let them talk. Let them say that, well, maybe I didn't mean this way, or maybe I did it like this because this. But it's not going to be pretty. You got to go through that process. And even if the person not willing to talk to you, forgive within yourself. Leave it on them. This is their burden. They cross to carry now that they're not able to forgive you.
Thing is, make it known that you forgave them. I know, forgiving your heart. But again, if you have an issue with somebody, go to that person and talk it out. And if it ends bad, you said what you had to say and you forgave that person here. And you got whatever you had on your chest off.
Hey, but look, I ain't like the way you cut me off like that. I'm gonna have to forgive you for that.
See, you know what I'm saying? Like, she forgive me for that. You know what I'm saying? So I cut her off. And look, this is what I can do. Pride could be like, man, I'm talking, whatever. But I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Thank you.
All right? See, remove the pride. Remove the pride from whatever your situation is. I don't know what your situation is. I don't know what you guys' situation are. But forgive that person. Because when you forgive, you're moving forward now. Because that forgiveness, when you don't forgive somebody, is hindering you from getting to the next level. Because if you can't get to that next level, then what's the point? Like, you want to get to the next step, but you can't because you're still carrying. Like, you can't even step because it's so heavy on you. You trying to go up the stairs. You can't step to the next step because it's so heavy. And it's too hard to step to the next step because you still got unforgiveness on you. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys forgive.
Don't stay at that stop sign for 2, 3, 4 years. Keep stop and keep going. You supposed at a stop sign. What you supposed to do? You supposed to stop,
both ways.
Look both ways.
Check your surroundings and just keep going. You know, that's it.
Yeah.
So
now listen. Woo! Listen. Oh Jesus! If you stand at a stop sign for longer than you're supposed to, what is the people behind you doing? Is your unforgiveness blocking other people to go where they're supposed to go? You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
Nah, just like that was good. Because if you at a stop, like she said, if you at a stop sign and you got cars behind you and they waiting on you to go. I mean, yeah.
This is what I'm saying. He don't get it. So, like, for example, people that's coming up behind me, my little sister, my niece, my nephew.
Ooh, I caught it.
If I'm stuck in this spirit of unforgiveness, and I'm not forgiving my family, my friends, that done did something to me That's trapped. Now they stuck back there too. They can't move forward until I move forward.
When you step out of the will of God, you're not only hindering yourself, you're hindering people around you.
Exactly. So y'all don't stay at that stop sign. Stop like you supposed to stop. Don't run no stop signs now. Stop like you supposed to stop. Forgive. Stop. Look around. Okay. Look and see why am I even feeling this spirit of unforgiveness? Yeah. Observe the situation. Observe what happened.
Okay, y'all. So 2 points. 2 points. Number 1, forgive because God has forgiven you. 3 points. Number 2, don't stay where you are for too long. Don't stay at the stop sign for too long. Number 3, don't let the sun go down on your anger, because that's gonna give the devil an opportunity to get a foothold on you. And a foothold is nothing but, I thought I wrote it down somewhere.
Like the old folks say, you opening the door.
Just don't allow him to make things worse. That's what the foothold means. It gives him a opportunity to make things worse, and you don't want that. But my thing is, and this is another, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Make sure whoever y'all have an issue with, whoever y'all got a problem with, whatever, just make sure you go to that person and speak your piece. That doesn't mean go to them and get riled up and we about to argue, we about to make a big enough argument to where we almost about to get into a fight. No, talk to that person, sit down as adults or whatever you are, and speak your piece. You have a right to tell that person how you feel and vice versa. If y'all can sit there, talk it out, and y'all still not cool or whatever, y'all just don't, like each other or whatever, that's fine. But y'all got whatever y'all was holding in off y'all chest, and now y'all can move forward in life. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave that situation hating that person. No, that's not what I'm saying. But leave that situation to be like, I still love that person, but I can't associate myself with that person due to the fact I know what's I know what the outcome is gonna be. It doesn't mean that I hate that person. It doesn't mean that I don't like that person. That person is just somebody that I love. I still love them at the end of the day. That's the end of this video, guys, and make sure you guys forgive. And forgive yourself as well, and forgive others just as Christ has forgiven you.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, comment down below what y'all think about this video, and give us more ideas, you know what I'm saying? And it's your boy Tay.
And your favorite Tay Shy.
And we're out. Peace.